let me share. Podcast queen with a wicked smile, running jokes mile after mile. Try to speak, but in she slides. Leanie makes it a wild ride. Coach queen with a wicked smile, running jokes mile after mile. Try to speak, but in she slides. Leanie makes it a wild ride. Oh, shut up, Leanie, can't you see? You talk so much, it's drowning me. With your white hair and sassy flair, just give me a breath, let me share. Oh, Leanie, don't get me wrong, can't imagine life without your song. But girl, you've gotta let me in. This ain't just your show to win. So here I stand with my mic in hand, trying to keep this show as planned. Leanie laughs, guess it's gonna stay a little secret every day. Show as planned. Leanie laughs, guess it's gonna stay a little secret every day. Oh, shut up, Leanie, can't you see? You talk so much, it's drowning me. With your white hair and sassy flair, just give me a breath, let me share. Let me share. Oh, Leanie, don't get me wrong, can't imagine life without your song. But girl, you've gotta let me. This ain't just your show to win. Oh, shut up, Leanie, can't you see? You talk so much, it's drowning me. With your white hair and sassy flair, just give me a breath, let me share. Oh, Leanie, don't get me wrong, can't imagine life without your song. But girl, you've gotta let me. This ain't just your show to win. So here I stand with my mic in hand, trying to keep this show as planned. Leanie laughs, guess it's gonna stay a little secret every day. So here I stand with my mic in hand, trying to keep this show as planned. Leanie laughs, guess it's gonna stay a little secret every day. According to Leanie, coffee's king. Cigs in hand, she does her thing. Maggie's got the jokes we know. Together we are ready for the show. Chats on fire, the crowd goes wild. Maggie's quips just drive me wild. Leanie's love for Java steams. We're living out our crazy dreams. On the corners of Leanie, life's no lie. Sip that coffee, watch time fly. With Maggie by her side, it's clear the best damn show around is here. Subscriptions climbing, views so high. Leanie's truth, it makes us cry. Maggie's got that wit so quick. We tune in daily for our fix. Community that stands so strong. Laughing, chatting all day long. From sunrise to the longest nights. Leanie's tales put out our lights. On a coins of Leanie, life's no joke. Spark that cig and take a toke. With Maggie by her side, it's clear the best damn show around is here. Subscriptions climbing, views so high. Leanie's truth, it makes us cry. With Maggie by her side, it's clear the best damn show is always near. On a corners of Leanie, life's no loud. Maggie's quips just drive me wild. Leanie's love for Java steams. We're living out our crazy dreams. On the corners of Leanie, life's no lie. Sip that coffee, watch time fly. With Maggie by her side, it's clear the best According
Hello, everyone. Well, you see, there's no rest for the wicked. Here I was, little old Maggie, lying in bed, all snuggled up like a little teddy bear with a hoodie on. And then I hears that dreaded sound coming from my mobile phone. And I seen, according to Lainey, my eyes flickered like Nancy Grace. And I thought, fuck, she's nabbed me, she's got me. I shouldn't have commented. I shouldn't have commented. She said, Maggie, it's okay. Come on, we'll go live again. I thought, you bitch. So where I am. She won't let me go now. She's working me to the
Because
ground.
listen, everybody was asking for you. They're always asking for you.
Oh,
Um,
it is what it is, Lee. You've either got it or you haven't.
and you got it, girl. I want to tell Kirk this really quick because he is newer to our channel. Um, our
Well,
song
can
is
I
not.
just say, before
Go
I say his name, you're all going to laugh the way I say this because of the way I pronounce you. Well, you've heard the way I say chicken. So wait, you hear the way I say his name. Go on, carry on, Lee. Sorry.
It's okay. I just want to let him know, our and anybody else that's out there, I don't consider our songs AI generated. Here's why. Because before that got rolled out, where people could just put in different words or a line or two, and then a song would be made up about it. Um, One of our mods, Lunch Lady, wrote our songs. She writes, if you go to her page, she writes all of her songs. Every word is written. What she does is after she writes her song, then she picks what kind of genre of music she wants to it. So, if she wants it to sound country or upbeat or slow or whatever. So, AI, there's no AI words to any of the songs, but the music is AI, if that makes sense. So, I like to give credit where credit is due. Look, some people do their AI songs, and I think they're lovely and they're great. I've never done one. I wouldn't know how, don't even care. But if you listen to, if you're around long enough to hear all of our songs, which, gosh, Maggie, we've got 20, 30 songs, don't we?
Oh, there's loads, yeah, there's
Yeah.
loads. We seem to
And
stick to the same ones because we love them all.
yeah, and if you listen to them, they're exactly they're written about the channel and about all of us. So anything she has deemed from like what we talk about and who we are, it's all in the song. Hi, Anne. Anne
Oh, yeah.
is the same way. I got to say that about Anne too. She writes word for word her music. So I don't like to give AI credit for Lunch Lady song because those really come from her heart. I think she's just about written all of us a personal song about herself. I've got two, one about my mom and then one about me being my mom's daughter. And I have only shared it with my sister and my husband.
Me too,
I
yeah.
cannot share it. it's so personal. And it's only from her listening to me talk about my mom on here and being with me from the beginning and all the struggles that I faced. And yeah, so I can't, it's so personal and so raw to me that somebody took the time to really listen, not only to my words, but my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one day I'll do it, but you'll
Oh,
love lunch.
I
Lunch
mean, she's
Lunch
so
Lady for the
talented.
win, definitely.
She's so talented. I mean, there's
So
nothing that she doesn't pick up on. Really,
yeah,
there isn't. If she's going to write a song about you, it's going to be about you.
it's going to be about
Yeah, she
you. Yeah.
just picks up the most minute details.
Hmm.
She's absolutely brilliant. And you know what?
Hmm.
I thought I'd be good at doing that. I don't even know how to do it. I'd love to be able to do it, but I can't make all these songs. I've tried. Lulu's showed me how to do stuff, or tried to. Liz tried. Liz was the very first person tried, because Liz was the very first one that
Ouch.
I heard doing a song, and it was funny. But I can't do it.
Yeah, even Lunch Lady told us how she does it, but
Okay, she
I'm
told me,
just
yeah.
at the age, Maggie, that I don't want to learn anything new, because if I learn to do something new, then I have to do it for myself, and I'd rather just ask you guys.
I know. I know.
Like all
Right,
these
Anne.
background things.
So, the reason what this is about, Anne, is Leanie's just ended her live, and I got a message off Melly Joe to say, Leanie's live, are you awake? And I wasn't when she first sent it. So I've just woke up and I thought, shit. So I jumped right across to the live, and as I got there, Leanie was leaving. So then she called me because she see me in the live. I can't get away from her, Anne.
Well,
So
it's
here
because,
I am. She dragged my ass out of bed.
okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. But the truth is, as all of you know, I don't even have to say anything. It's because Lizzo, you're over in the YouTube one instead of being over in. Okay, so Maggie and I are live right now, both on you using YouTube Live and using StreamYard Live, because we're trying to figure this out. You can stream on different genres now, and I think this is only the second time we've used this program since StreamYard rolled it out. So there's a lot that's changed on StreamYard that we need to get in here, and we just need to learn. It's because if there's someone you can't see, it's because they are over in one of the other ones. So if you're in StreamYard, then you need to go to the other one, probably this one. So you're probably over in YouTube. It's I'm not technical savvy either, but
Me neither. No.
so if somebody's talking and you don't think that, and you can't see them, it's because they're in one or the other. It's just the way it's going to be until we get all this shit figured out. But do y'all like our backgrounds that Maggie did for us? Maggie, we love them.
Well, I didn't do that. I didn't make that. They were already there. We just downloaded them. They were the pack that you got from StreamYard. Like you got a Halloween one. So this is the what is it? Thanksgiving one.
Thanks. What are you going to tell us how you say Kirk?
Okay.
She's a Scouser, Kirk. She says,
Kirk. This is how I say your name.
Kirk. She can't say chicken either. She says chicken.
Chicken. Oh God, listen, I've had a terrible few days. Listen, this leanie is getting into my brain and I can't cope with it. So
No, I
I'm
love it. My
sitting there.
job is done.
It really is. So I'm looking around, like my home's not dirty, right? But I keep a lot of shit and it's stuffed in every fucking orifice of the house, okay? So I'm sitting there, when you're sitting there and you think it needs to be done, but you just can't find the fucking time I mean, I've got loads of time because I do nothing, but I just haven't got the energy. I haven't got the energy. So I got the energy, right? And I thought, that's it, right? I'm starting in the back room. Now, everything is in boxes. So it's not as if it's just flung here, there and everywhere. It's in boxes. So, guys, I swear down, I opened one box, right? It was full of pajamas, all brand new in packets. Size, listen, size 8, size 10, size 12, 14, 16, 18. It went up to 22, right? They're all the sizes I've been over the time. And I must have forgot where to put them all. So, there's a brand new box of new pajamas, brand new bedding. Not kidding you. Brand new knickers in packets.
Knickers?
Oh, there's knickers. They're pants. Use Americans are dead posh. And you call them panties. Okay? Panties. So, there's brand new packets of panties, pants, whatever. Oh my God. So, I got them all. I got the drawers open as well, and I was dragging stuff up and out and down and left, right, and centre, and I was throwing it all in the box. Now I've got a few bags in a box, and I've got to wait now till Thursday for more boxes to come from Amazon. Because, guys, I'm looking at this unit now right in front of me. I've got my telly on the top of it, and you know what? All I know is in the top cupboards. I know it's stuffed. I can just about shut the door. But what I know for sure is in there is the 50 Shades of Grey books. So if anyone wants the 50 Shades of Grey books and you're in the UK,
In the
I'll send them to
UK.
you. I'll send them to you.
Don't try to ask for them in the States. Too expensive to send.
Telling you. So
Well, I'm glad you're purging, and I was so happy to hear that.
but I hope I'm still in this mood come Thursday, Leanie.
You
What if
will,
I'm
but
not?
I'll make sure you're in the mood.
I've been side-eyeing the bags going, oh, what's that in the top there? What's that?
Don't you
And
side
then I'm
eye.
going, no, I'm not side-eyeing them because once I start side-eyeing them and I have a look, I'm going to drag everything else.
Yeah,
and
I'm
put it all
so
back.
glad you're doing it. You're gonna feel amazing when it happens. You're gonna
I
feel
already
amazing.
feel amazing looking in that back room. I'm made up. But listen, Lee, so what's gone on with Toshi? I seen MJD just mentioning something when I first came on then. What's gone on?
They had a storm, and I watched her. I wasn't in her live. I watched it earlier today. They had some kind of storm whip up. It ripped out trees and took off roofs and yeah. So
Oh,
there was quite a bit
God.
of damage. So they went on her and her mom took a ride to show, which we love those. Woo! It's so good. You got to go watch it. It's so nice.
So it wasn't, they weren't going while it was on.
No. After it was over, the next day they
Okay.
drove around to show the damage. But just being able to look at houses from a different place, it's like, oh, and the roads are so wide. Cannot believe it. Our neighborhood roads are not as wide as what theirs are.
Oh, the neighborhood roads, a little like side roads.
Yeah, for the neighborhoods. Yeah, you won't be able to handle it because yours are really tiny.
Oh, you can just murder with the neighbours.
You could get 3 cars through her neighborhood streets.
Wow. No, so small, yeah. So small and tight. You should see my brother's street. I'm going to have to take you up it one day to see how the parking is. I go up in first gear. Oh, it's tight. I get I go up and feel used to. You know what I noticed, right? I've got an automatic now, but when I first went to Canada and I seen how you drive, they just like had this like like where you push it up for your indicators. Well, it was just like a stick like that, and that's how they parked and stopped. Is that an automatic car?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, do you have gears and automatic?
Yeah, we have both.
Oh, right, okay. Well, theirs must have been an automatic because I'd never seen one of them in my life.
Well, I mean, we're getting more away from the stick shifts. They've been going, I mean, there's I would say probably most of our the next generation below ours don't even know how to drive them. Neither one of my girls can drive them. Only 2 of my sons can drive them. One of them cannot.
Can drive what, a normal car?
Drive a stick, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. A stick? You call it a stick?
I call it a stick, yeah.
Oh, God. That was I've driven one for years. It's only been my last couple of cars that I've had automatic. Anyway, so Anne said, I call them panties most of the time or underwear. I just call them knickers or drawers, Anne. Knickers or drawers. Depends
I'm
who I'm
like her.
talking to.
Yeah, me too. I call them underwear or panties. It just depends on who I'm talking to.
See, that sounds so
Um,
posh to me.
no, see, panties to me sound more like sexy. I mean, it just does. And the last thing I feel is sexy. So I don't call
Yeah, it
mine
is a bit
panties. I
sexy,
call
yeah.
them undies or
Undies.
underwear.
Yeah, your
But like,
undies.
yeah.
Well,
So I mean,
we only use that term for the men's undies.
hmm. Uh,
So
and also said that she just. Did you mean that you got monetized? I'm excited in Tinkle Peak. I was approved for the YouTube partnership yesterday. Did the first part. Are you talking about monetized? I know you were waiting on all of your watched hours, right? So you
yeah,
finally got your watched hours. Good for you. Good for
brilliant, huh?
you.
Well
Yeah.
done, girl.
Half
Well
the
done.
time
I
I
normally
don't.
always make it to get into Anne's. She has a little thing of an afternoon, and I love it when I find that it's there and I'm able to take part because she has some good stuff going on. But Maud's passing me in chat. They're dead clever. They're dead
Is
clever.
that clever?
Everyone. Yeah, they're dead clever, aren't they, Anne?
I don't even use the monetization thing that much. So most of the time I forget, and then sometimes I'll put it on. I really don't like using them when like we're live because then I feel like you miss stuff. But and I think I don't know. I don't. I think videos like Anne, you're good at videos too. So I like it that way. Like if I was to do more videos, then I probably would do the monetization on that. But I just don't. I don't know. I don't think about it. I just don't.
And I've tried to do the recording. You know where you put a recording on. Is that what you mean, Lee?
Hmm.
And it says you have to delete some footage so
No,
you can
you got
get
to
it
put
on.
those on YouTube, honey.
But doesn't
So
it take forever to upload?
no, I mean it takes a lot less than what I thought it would because I thought it would take all day. I think it depends on your device. But
Oh,
like the
right.
couple that I have done, like driving videos, um, and then I upload them, probably less than an hour it takes to upload it. But what I've realized with the videos, because mainly videos are what I watch instead of lives. On YouTube, I watch videos instead of lives. Hi, Andy.
I don't.
Um, I uh, what I've noticed is unless you've got a following for videos, people like most of our people watch lives, right? They go from live to live.
Mhm.
But unless you're known on YouTube to put up videos, then it's really hard to get views on it. So you have to make sure that you're putting the right, what do you call them? Hashtags into them.
Yeah.
That's what I have figured out. But I would like to do more videos. Like I really would like to do videos of, cleaning my house or decorating or, stuff like that. And I talked to Lunchy about it a little bit and she's like, I'll collab with you if you want to do them. But because I was trying to decide whether I was going to start a new channel and just do it like that, or if and just on that one do the videos that I like doing, like doing things I like to do, like cleaning my house, or even when I go in there
Mm.
and stupidly cook stupid shit, or um decorating, or decluttering, things like that, like life in the day, that thing. I wasn't sure, and I'm still not sure, and I think last year, I remember at New Year's, I remember even telling everybody that I'm trying to figure out which way to go with the channel. And that's what I'm talking about because I don't know which one I should do.
Yeah, we get so many ideas, don't we? And then
Hmm.
you can guarantee we get ideas and it all seems to be going to plan and then something happens and it never comes
Oh,
to pass. Does it?
Kirk was over there in the chat and he was lonely.
Kirk, welcome back. Welcome back, love. Stay on your own. You never need to be on your own when you've got Maggie and Leanie.
That's
Just
right.
remember that. Anyway, I'm about to bring the mood down.
Oh God, here we go. Let me
So,
get a cigarette.
have you all been still following this cruise ship murder?
Oh, let's talk about it. Can we talk about it, Maggie? Tell us about it.
So, okay, Lee. So, right. What was the last thing we were all we were all saying we think it's that brother, don't we? The stepbrother. We were all going,
Right.
it's that stepbrother, it's the stepbrother. But so are you all up on this? Let me know in chat. Put a 1 in chat if you have been following it, please. Because I don't want to bore you. And I need to start from the beginning if you haven't been following it. Well, not from the very beginning, but I'll give you a little, about what. So is
Synopsis of it.
everyone, yeah. Is everyone been following it? Give us a 1 in chat. Oh, so we've got a 1 from
We
Melly
got
Joe.
Mel's,
1,
yeah.
1. Don't tell me you all
Come on,
don't
guys.
know.
This isn't hard. Put a 1 or just say no.
A little bit, okay.
Oh, it's
So
so
I
sickening.
did put a video. You've probably seen it, Mary, in a Discord of what I seen. I was watching this person's channel and it was really good. And I was sitting on the edge because I knew she had a video to show us, but as usual, they wait till the end, don't they? And it was about a 5-hour live.
Do you want me to get it, Maggie, while you're talking?
Oh yeah, get it,
Okay,
Lee. Get
you
it.
go ahead and explain. I'll get it.
So anyway, okay, Andy, listen to this, okay? So this 18-year-old girl, Anna Kepner, went on a cruise ship vacation with a stepmother, her father, who's married to this lady, and her stepbrother and her 2 siblings, right? So her blood sibling is 14 years old. The stepbrother is 15 years old. Or he might be 16 now. And she's 18. So the sleeping arrangements were the mum and the dad and the younger sibling stayed in one room, and the 18-year-old Anna, the stepbrother, and the blood brother stayed in the other room. So it was a queen bed, a twin bed, whatever, and bunks. So this girl, this cleaner, or how would you call a housekeeper, goes into the room. She says goodbye for the evening. She's going up, and goes to her room because she doesn't feel well. She leaves the dining place and she goes back to her room, and she's not seen again. So people just think automatically she's gone to bed. She doesn't feel well. So the following morning, the stepbrother and the blood brother go to breakfast, and then there's something comes over the tannoy to say there's something going on the ship, because it turns out one of the housekeepers has found Anna's body stuffed under the bed, wrapped in a sheet and covered in life jackets. Now, the life jackets are normally left inside the closet, but they were taken out and covered here underneath the bed. Now, apparently as well, they had to move the mattress from the bottom bunk to see her because she was that concealed. So that's where we're up to with that. So it turns out anyway, there's been no arrests made. It was seen on CCTV footage because there's footage everywhere, apparently all over the cruise ship. You see the young girl, Anna, running down the corridor into a room. I think that might have been a parent's room. I don't know, but she runs into a room. She's fully clothed. And then you see the stepbrother running after her, and he's completely naked, but they've got it blurred out. And then you see him and her coming back. You can tell. Now, they reckon a cause of death is, where you'd have an arm like around the neck, you've got them tight to you and their arm under their neck. That's how they think she's died. Well, that's how they said she's died. Well, that's how you can tell he's got her when he's dragging her back, and you just see her feet barely touching the ground, and you see him coming towards the camera. You know, he must be going back to their room where he's took her in. But when she's found, she's naked. But they said there was no SA that took place. So I think he's had a little fumble, because it turns out he was obsessed with her. And her ex-boyfriend said one time him and her were on an all night, you know, where they do this, what is it, Lee, on the phones? FaceTime, where they're FaceTiming each other. And Anna fell asleep, so he was still on. He said the next thing he sees the stepbrother coming into the room and lying on top of Anna. So he was shouting for him to hear, for it to get off. And he told this to the dad, what happens, but they just brushed it off and left it there. So she told the boyfriend that she was scared of him. You know, that he scared her, that he was always pursuing her, and he always went round with a large knife. But now there's been no arrest, but he's in a mental unit. He's gone in a mental unit. He's supposedly got no recollection of what's gone on.
Okay, let me just jump in right here, and I've got these videos that you could talk about, Maggie, while they play. Let me just jump right here just a minute. So it has come out, and it'll be shown on these videos that we have. So yes, he went into a mental institution like right away, right after he got off the ship. But since then, he has been released, and he is staying with the third party that has not been released, who he's staying with. And the other thing that I wanted to say was, oh, there was another time that Anna was seen that night. So when she was eating dinner with her family, and I'll let her grandparents tell you guys about it. So let me bring this up for you, Max, and you can talk about it. It's going to be, I believe they are shitty parents.
We've got more to that, haven't we?
Oh, Maggie, you're going to have to tell them everything. I have chill bumps since I read that just now. But let's talk about let's show the videos, and then you could talk about how fucking shitty these parents really are. It is just disgusting. All right. Let's put this big. So these are the biological grandparents. You guys, these are the dad, Anna's dad's parents. I think these
were
are
on the cruise. These were with them on the cruise.
And see, we didn't know that until they came out and said it for sure that they were on the cruise. And I think, not sure, but I think they are the ones that actually bought the tickets. All right, so let me go back over here. Watch your ears. I don't know how far up this volume is going to go, so watch your ears, guys. All right, here we go. Maggie, this is 4 minutes long, okay? All right.
Well, we just keep stopping, won't we?
This is from ABC News, you guys. I'm not too worried about it, but we're using it for fair use. And it's ABC News, so I'm not really worried about stopping this one. But we are using this for fair use, and we credit them for it. Here we go.
For the first time, the grandparents of 18-year-old Anna Kepner, who died on a Carnival Horizon cruise ship earlier this month, breaking their silence.
I just screamed. I couldn't stop screaming.
Barbara and Jeffrey Kepner were on board the 7-day cruise in the Caribbean with their son, his wife.
Just hold on a minute, Lee. Can everybody hear that?
Anna staying with her brother
it's
and
quite low
stepbrother
for
in
me.
a stateroom, seen here.
You probably have to adjust your own sound. I've got it up as high as I can. So now,
fine.
So now,
sorry, Lee. I thought you said you've got it normal. You could hide it up if anyone needs
to. I got it up as high as I can, and then you guys just.
Okay. Last time that you saw Anna,
we had dinner. Anna wasn't feeling well. She just said, Mima, I think I'm going to go back to my room for a little bit. And she must have felt better because she got dressed up and she came down. We were playing in the casino. She didn't win anything. And she said, Mima, I love you guys. I'll see you later. And we never saw her again after that.
The next morning, an announcement over the ship's broadcast system changed everything.
They called for a medical alert team to go to a stateroom. And when they said the number, I recognized the number immediately. The room steward that was going in to clean the room is the one that found her.
She was found concealed under the bed. I was told that she pulled back the mattress and found Anna.
What did the FBI say was the official cause of death?
The FBI contacted my son and family and told us our cause of death was asphyxiation.
Anna's grandmother said one possibility they're considering, whether it was caused by a so-called bar hold, an arm across the neck.
You take the elbow like this. They said when they took her body to the medical examiner's office, it was in perfect condition.
Kepner telling ABC News they were told their granddaughter's body showed no signs of sexual assault or drugs or alcohol in her system. In an unrelated custody dispute, Anna's stepmother calling Anna's stepbrother, who is a minor, a suspect in Anna's death.
Do you think he had anything to do with Anna's death?
I mean, he was in a room with her. He was the only one seen coming and going. So I can't accuse him because I don't know what happened in that room, but the summation would be that he did something.
And has he said anything to you about what happened?
I heard him, in his own words, say he does not remember what happened.
Anna's grandmother says she sat in on a portion of the stepbrother's interview with the FBI.
He was an emotional mess. He couldn't even speak. He couldn't believe what had happened.
Anna's grandparents say she and her stepbrother were close.
They were just like brother and sister.
What else could you tell me about him?
That he was a good student.
Played soccer.
He played soccer, very quiet young man. He had demons, I think, in his past, and he was trying to deal with those.
Anna's stepbrother has not been arrested or charged with the crime. Attorneys for both the stepbrother's parents did not respond to ABC's request for comment. The FBI and medical examiner's office also declined to comment. Anna's family focused now on honoring their granddaughter, a high school senior and straight-A student who planned to join the military.
She had purpose. She wanted to do things. And this little tiny 110-pound girl, she was mighty, very mighty.
We were looking forward to seeing her grow.
What do you hope for now in this moment for your family?
I hope that we can heal. Whatever happened in that room, the only person responsible is the person that was in the room with Anna.
What does justice look like for your family?
Whatever the law says, I'm not going to advocate for anything more or anything less. And that will be for the courts to decide.
We are still waiting for the official toxicology and autopsy reports to be released. Barbara and Jeffrey still don't know exactly what happened in that stateroom. They might never know. For now, they are grieving Anna, who wanted to join the Navy and had a bright future ahead. Guys, absolutely thinking of.
Well, what says y'all?
Okay, so what I question is he doesn't remember anything. So, and he just couldn't speak. So how did he go down to breakfast the following morning? He slept with her body in the room. So did her poor brother. He went back to bed thinking Anna was just out enjoying herself somewhere on the cruise with her parents. I mean, knowing that she went back to her room feeling unwell, her parents never once checked in on her.
Well, see, I question that because, so that's what we heard in the beginning, right? That the last anybody saw her was that she went back to the room not feeling well, and then the older step brother who's 16, his name is Timothy. It's out there. I'm just going to say it. His name is Timothy. That he went to the room, I guess, and her biological brother, which I don't remember his name. It's on Facebook. I'm in that Facebook group, but only went in for a minute and he saw them in there, right? but he went to go and take pictures of the ship. But now he's
Yeah,
saying
he got changed, didn't he? Because
he
they
got
seen the different clothes. He went in, got changed, and left again, and then
right.
left them two in the room.
But remember, the grandparents said after she left from dinner, she was in the room for a little while. She got redressed and went down to the casino where they were at. So
True, I
she
only
left
heard that
that room.
yesterday. Yeah,
She left that room again. And
yeah, she
so,
came out. Yeah,
but there's always more to it, right? I mean, we learned that in the Koberger case. They don't tell us everything. It just comes out. Strangled, says the autopsy. So how can they say we don't know what else happened in that room? It's clear what happened. Not so. Can anything else? And here's my question. So they're saying we haven't seen the autopsy report. I don't know that we ever will. I feel like we should because she is 18. But here's my question. So it says no sexual assault. Well, when we see her in the next video that I'm going to show you guys, it clearly shows her completely clothed. The stepbrother is completely naked, that they have to blur out parts of his body in the video. So that means, and like Maggie said, you could see the way he's got her lifted up. Her feet are off the ground. He's got like that choke bar hold on her. Did she die like already the minute he got her into the room? Was she? And then he had to been the one to undress her.
Oh, he's definitely undressed her.
So
Definitely.
what was the point, Maggie, in undressing someone if
Well,
there's not going to be any sexual
to
activity?
be honest with you, Lee, I think he's had a fumble.
I have to agree. I
He's
mean,
definitely interfered rather than go the whole way. He's done things to her that can't be proved. Obviously, his DNA is going to be on her body, but I just don't think he's gone the full way. But I think he's done other stuff.
so here's my question, and I have to think. I know a coroner. I need to talk to him, and find out if when they say no, there was no sexual assault. Does that mean that there is no DNA inside her body to prove a sexual assault, or bruising on the inside of her? I'm just going to say it, vagina. We're all adults
Well, I think
here.
it'd be the two. It'd be both, either or.
But can they not, that doesn't mean that there wasn't some kind of sexual touching, like you're saying, or some kind of abuse that did happen without her consent, because obviously she's either passed out or dead at that point.
Mm-hmm.
What constitutes sexual assault? That's what I want to know. All right. So do you want me
to check on my phone? Give me a minute.
While you're doing that, do you want me to play the video? Because I want to play it like 2 or 3 times. It's very
yes.
short.
So listen, you need to really watch this video because it's very quick. They're running, and it's only.
Oh, bless her! It's so sad.
You do need to see it a few times, and it was only like the last few times I noticed that her feet are barely touching the floor, the way he's dragging her along. So just watch.
All right, yeah, you guys, this one is 3 minutes. I don't think you guys want to go back over. Well, let's just listen to it, and then I'm only going to replay the part of the video that somebody leaked. We don't know who leaked the video. Somebody leaked it, and I'm glad they did, because we have a better understanding of what happened. So let's just hear what this says, because maybe it gives a little bit more information, because it's all trickling out little by little. All right, here we go, guys. Watch your ears. I've got this turned all the way up. Here we go. I'm going to stop it right here. I didn't give, so this is from, our source is TE Entertainment. And it's a YouTube channel, so I don't know, but we're using it for fair use. Thank you for putting fair use into there. I want to back this up and just stop this picture right here. If you guys could blow it up, you can just see where she's, so they come, it looks like they're coming out of one room right here. Do we have this blown up? Okay, no, let me make this bigger, as big as I can make it so you guys can see. Okay, so look at these two. These are still pictures, okay, of both of them. Here is the stepbrother, the 16-year-old stepbrother, completely naked. They have blurred out pieces of him. The reason why it's blurred, they blurred faces, they blurred body parts, but you can clearly see she's got shoes on, you guys. She's got either shoes or socks, but it looks like shoes. It looks like a pair of jeans.
Two arms around it on that one. But
Yeah.
Can you not show them the moving one, Lee?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to
Okay.
stop it here because
Okay.
it completely shows
Yeah.
in the
yeah.
stills that she is completely clothed. He
Yeah.
is completely chasing her and he is naked. Okay, here we go. I'm going to stop it right here as well because it says on the bottom that she had throat bruising and fatal asphyxiation. So what they're talking, I forget who I was watching, maybe it was Nancy Grace, on both sides of her neck right here, if you could see my cursor, right here and right here, or where the bruising was. And that is how they could tell that it looks like to them that it was a bar hold, because that is where the bruising would be, instead of in the front where you would see fingerprints, thumbprints up here, and then the fingers wrap around her neck. It doesn't show that. It just shows bruising on both sides of her neck here. So that shows more that the asphyxiation was due to a bar hold kind of hold. Okay. We're going to stop right here as well, just because these, again, are still photos of the video that was shown. This is CCTV, that there are different rooms. This is just a floor, the 8th floor, and each one of these are like rooms all the way up and down the closets. I mean, the hallway like this. And I don't know if the struggle happened here, but you can clearly see her running away from him. He gets a hold of her. He's got, it looks like a hand here holding one of her hands, and his other arm, it looks like to me, is around her neck right here, and maybe her arm up here. I'm not sure, but again, I'm stopping it to talk just a little bit, just so that I don't get a strike on this.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to watch the video through and through as well.
And you can see there he is. There he's much taller than her. You know, she's only tiny to him.
Hmm. And
You
if
know, he's
you
got a
if
good.
you are following on the Facebook group, there are many pictures of him out there. He looks a lot older to me than 16 years old, but I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm sure just about everybody that's following this case, these two right here are pieces of straight up shit.
Mhm.
Okay. This right here is Anna's biological brother that we're talking about that was in the room. Stepbrother. And I think this right here is another stepbrother or stepdaughter. And this right here is also a stepsister. So this is her stepfather. This belongs to him, and I think this one right here belongs to him.
No, that's her blood father. That's her real dad.
Oh, this one's the real dad. Then why are the
Yeah.
stepbrothers in it?
Because it's the mother's son.
Oh, okay.
Her
Okay.
name's
There's a
Chantel.
lot. You guys, there's
Hey,
so many moving parts
yeah.
to this.
So the
So
dad
many.
married her. Her name's Chantel.
Uh-huh.
And the stepbrother is her son. The rest are her siblings.
Okay. So these two have 4 children together.
Yeah.
5 children. No.
5, yeah.
No,
5,
that doesn't
yeah.
make any sense because she is not.
No, she's his daughter.
That's what I mean.
You
So
know,
this is not the biological father. This is stepfather.
no, that's the biological father of Annie.
Then why would her stepdaughter be in this picture with the biological father and him got his arm wrapped around?
What do you mean?
I think I'm confusing myself.
Right, you've got the mum and dad. That's her stepmom, but that's her real dad.
Okay, so this one and this one
Yeah,
and
that's
this
right.
one belong to him.
And the other
These
boy.
are his. No,
Right.
this right here is hers. Oh, this one. So this one.
No, Lee. The younger one with Nirvana on there on the t-shirt.
Mhm.
He's 14. He's Anna's blood brother.
That's right. That's right. I'm getting it all mixed up.
I know it's confusing at first.
There's more moving parts because we have her real father. I mean, her ex-husband, who is this boy's real father, is all involved in this now too. Okay, it's a whole thing. You've got 2 sets or 3 sets of grandparents involved in this, multiple parents involved in this, and all these kids.
Yeah, so the grandparents that you've just seen giving the interview, that's his mum and dad.
His mom and dad.
That's
her
the dad.
real.
So that is real. That is Anna's real father. The boy in the Nirvana t-shirt is Anna's real brother. He was the one that stayed in the room with Anna and the stepbrother.
That's right. And he left to go take pictures and left these 2 alone. And
Yes.
he said that he did hear at some point like chairs and screaming and things being thrown around the room, but the door was locked and he couldn't get into it. That tells this guy had to go off and go tell his parents something. What you think?
Why didn't he? I mean, if you heard all that screaming coming on and your sister's in there, why aren't you banging and running down to get help from you?
I don't know. But here's my other question is grandma and grandpa, who is her real grandparents, are talking. The guy was asking about the stepbrother who apparently assaulted her and killed her. They were talking about what a nice guy he is, but everybody else, including an ex-boyfriend, is saying this guy right here is unhinged, and she was petrified of him. But yet her biological grandparents are saying, oh no, nice kid. So what's going on? Who are we protecting? What's happening? right, I'm gonna have to find. I thought the video was in there. I hope I did not. Hey, Jay Badass. I hope I did not confuse you guys because I get confused myself with all these freaking parents and everybody getting involved.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm gonna find the video from those still pictures while Maggie.
you might be able to use the one I sent you if you. I don't know.
Let me just look it up really quick. I'll find it.
Go on. Yeah, Andy, I don't understand that myself. I mean, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But did the grandma say that then on that interview that the brother heard noise coming from the room? I don't think she did she?
No,
Well,
that was on.
And it was on the news channels that the 14-year-old brother heard noises coming from the room, like chairs being thrown around and screams. So that's questionable. Why didn't he go and bang on the door and then run and get help? I mean, all kids have got cell phones. Why didn't he phone the mum or the dad and say, you need to get up here, I can't get into the room and I can hear screaming? So, or is that the norm with them? Are they always fighting? And he's just thought, oh, they're fighting again, and I'm not, taking a bit of notice to it. You just don't know. Why the hell didn't he call for help? I don't get it at all. But anyway, it is crazy. So let me tell you about the dad now.
Yes, please.
So remember that the ex-boyfriend told Anna's parents about seeing the stepbrother coming into Anna's bedroom while she was sleeping and getting on top of her. And they just brushed it off as it was nothing. It turns out Anna's dad, her blood father, has been convicted of, well, he's supposed to, he's a pedophile. He was convicted of sexual offences with a minor.
Yep, he's on the sex registry.
He's on the sex register, yeah. So then it turns out she was the babysitter of Anna. And she was 14 or 15. And he went on to later marry her. So that's another thing we know. Also, the grandma said that this stepbrother was living with demons. So what did she mean by that? Was he abused? Because it said in that, if you noticed before when it was going across when we were watching the video, there was all kinds of allegations, and one was abuse. So in the family, so who's to say he wasn't abused as well? I'm not saying that makes it right, but is that where the abuse comes in? Also, it was claimed that Anna used to stay out in a friend's houses anyway, rather than stay at home and have to be around him. Now, my other question is, Anna was 18. They were all old enough to speak up for themselves. She's terrified of this lad. She has obviously protested when she finds out she's going to be sleeping in a room with him. I mean, if a mum and dad, so the mother will have the girls with them. That's what I'd do. That's what Lainey would do. Everyone I know, it's have the girls with the mother and the boys with the dad. Why put the girl in the room with the two boys?
Yep.
It's just crazy.
Even if there was nothing going on, wouldn't your teenage kids, say, ooh,
say,
like, no?
With her. Yeah, I'm not sleeping with her. Yeah. Exactly, and it gets worse the more you find out.
The more you find out. And I know there's other stuff that we have found out. It's early and it's late, but there's other stuff. We do know that the 16-year-old did have some mental issues or whatever. I will say that here's my other question. Why was was it the stepmother? No, it was the mother wasn't it the real mother was told she could not come to the funeral?
It was the uncle that was told. What was said, if anyone opens their mouth and has anything to say about this, they won't be welcome at the funeral. So the uncle got on and said, I don't give a damn if I go to the funeral or not. This needs to be known. They put my niece in danger. They didn't listen to what was being told. They knew what was happening and they let it happen.
Yeah, and because it says, okay, so if you do the math, okay, so Anna's father is on the sex registry, right? For having relations with the 15-year-old girl, which we were listening, Maggie and I were listening to that other lady, and we'll have to let you guys know who she is, so you can listen to it too. Somehow she got quite a bit of information, and he ended up marrying that girl, and I think that's Anna's mother. Anna's
No,
mother
she was
went
the
to.
babysitter, apparently, Lee.
That
This
was the
one.
second one. That was the second one. Anna's mother ended up going to jail at 19 years old. He ended up marrying their so-called babysitter, who was also like 15 years old or 16 years old. So there were two people. That's what that lady said on there. It could have been Nancy Grace that I saw it on. Let me pull up.
Apparently, JB, yeah, it's the way this is working now on StreamYard. They put you in two places at the one time. I'm not understanding it myself. I don't know. Leni will explain it a little bit more. We're just learning about it right now. It's a bit crazy though, isn't it? But this has happened to me once before. I've been in a chat in a live and no one's there talking. So I don't know how it works. I've no idea, love.
So what it is that StreamYard rolled out a new thing where you can dual stream, right? So whenever I'm or Maggie are not doing a live like this where we want to have a panel or we want to bring up things and show it to you guys, we just are doing like a live stream showing you what we're doing or whatever. We do those on strictly YouTube. So we can't, that's why we don't play our music, because we don't have all that when you're doing a live from YouTube. When we do a live from StreamYard, which is what we're on now, we can play our music, we can share videos, we can have people up on panel. Well, StreamYard rolled out this thing that you could stream in two different locations. So if I wanted to go live on Facebook as well as here, I could do them both at the same time. I don't do that. But what's happening right now is it's linking us to not only StreamYard, but it's also linking us straight into the YouTube portal. So people that really aren't a part of this will actually find, I think it's a way of smaller channels reaching more people, because let's just face it, if Maggie and I are doing a StreamYard video, we're getting 100, 200, views, right? If we do a video on YouTube, we're getting 1,000K views. So I think it's a way of getting people to come in, see your channel, see if they dig it, see if they want to be a part of that community. It's a way of getting channels out there more. That's what's going on. All right, let me send this. I've just got a little piece to it.
So have you got that now, Lee? Or do you want me to read this about proven essay?
Yeah, go ahead and do that, please.
Okay, so it says, evidence proving sexual assault of a deceased person comes from a forensic autopsy that examines for injuries and collects biological evidence like DNA from body fluids or skin cells along with other factors such as witness statements and digital evidence. Key evidence includes identifying injuries on the body, detecting foreign biological materials, and analysing a person's clothing, and expert witnesses are crucial to interpreting this information for the court. An autopsy can reveal injuries like bruises or abrasions on the body that may indicate sexual activity occurred, whether ante-mortem or post-mortem. Foreign materials can be found on a person's clothing or bedding, such as hairs or skin cells from the perpetrator. So they're saying that proves SA. Well, obviously, they're going to have found all that on Anna's body from him, obviously, because he's been all over it. Then it says genital anal examination. A forensic examination of the genital areas can reveal and collect biological evidence. Digital evidence. This can include CCTV, phone records, computer data that might provide context or evidence of the events, and medical records. Any pre-existing medical records could be relevant to the case. So that's what it takes to prove. It says SA took place on a deceased person. So the only thing that's making me think he hasn't done is the he's had sex with her. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what he hasn't done. But I think he's done everything else. Because why would she be naked? She was fully clothed when he was chasing her. He dragged her into that room. She was never seen again. And then they're saying that he can't even speak. But he slept in the same room all night with the brother. Poor brother didn't know. He was above her in the bunk and she was under the bunk. So, and then they got up the next morning and went for breakfast. And that's someone who's lost it and didn't know what he was doing. But I don't know. I don't know what's gone on. I wasn't there. So I can only tell you what I've read and what I've seen. So I don't know what you make of that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and that's what I think. He's had a good fondling of her. He's done something. She's being stripped naked because he thought, right, well, I'm going to get what I can. And he's known not to go the full hog.
And
do you know what I mean?
And remember, somebody was telling us, Maggie, about how she used to sleep sometimes in the dining room. And because me and you were like,
yeah.
why didn't her parents question, like, what are you doing? You have a bed. What are you doing in the dining room?
Well,
the parents had to have known.
They've turned a blind eye to it, Lee. Is it normal to them? Because he's done it. He doesn't seem any. Is it normal?
Yeah, maybe, you know what? Maybe his dad, because he's a pedophile himself, has said, well, boys will be boys. You know how some men say that?
Whose dad said that?
I said maybe his dad, who was a known pedophile.
Yeah, but hold on. It was her dad that was the pedophile.
Right.
Not his.
Right, but he was living with them, and she would sleep in the dining rooms. And so maybe whenever it was brought to their attention that, hey, he's creeping on me, you know what I mean? That maybe the dad said, maybe her dad blew it under the carpet, just saying boys will be boys, you know, it's not a big deal. He's not going to hurt you. Are you kidding me? You're a pretty girl.
You're all right. You're safe. He's not going to touch you. You just don't know, do you, what's gone on? But you know, it seems, I think there's more to this, and I just don't know how they can't have arrested him.
I think they're going to.
Don't you think they've got enough to go by? Are they just holding back right now because he's supposedly lost his mind?
Well, I mean,
you know,
that's what they're going to claim.
That's what I mean. So Hiya, 12 gauge. Good to see you, love. Haven't seen you in a while.
Hi, 12.
None of this makes sense. I find it hard to believe he hasn't. Andy said, well, that's what I mean, Andy. Is it because he's now in this institution now because he's lost it? But here's another thing, did you hear, Leanie, that it was said he had to be taken to hospital.
Yeah, he had
Is
to
that
be taken.
because he lost the plot and was like sort of screaming,
Oh,
crying or
yeah.
something, and they had to check him out? What reason would they have took him to hospital?
Well, he had demons, remember? So maybe them demons came back up. Who knows? There's definitely more to this. All right, I'm going to show you guys this. I'm not going to do her whole thing. This is our source, Queen Sheba Darling.
That's where I seen it, yeah.
And she's done some editing.
You know what?
Hold on. She's done some editing herself as far as blocking out faces and things like that. But I'm going to play it a couple times. Shout out to Queen Sheba Darling.
And it's a good watch if anyone wants to go over and watch it. That's where I seen it all. Loads of information.
And if anybody, any of the mods here want to grab her link and drop it in chat, we're just going to only play the part of the video of you see them running down the hall, okay? Because this is her work, and without getting
Queen
permission,
Sheba
I don't like doing
Darling. Queen
All
Sheba
right.
Darling, that's her name.
Yeah, and it's spelled Shiba instead of E. All right, so let me make this bigger. You guys tell us, we'll look at it a couple of times. Tell us what you think about this.
Yeah, that's it, Lee.
All right, watch your ears because I've got it playing loud. All right, here we go.
She's also responsible, especially if they were minors. So you have that aspect, the father too. We don't know what was going on in that household. Also from the video, thank you for sharing that as well. He definitely, probably, I want to say allegedly, was trying to attack her before she ran. So as you can see in the video, he got a hold of her, brought her back, and finished what he started. So whatever everyone is saying, we can all assume, but it's very clear that the mother, the stepmom, is protecting her son, and she was probably jealous of the stepdaughter because no matter what age you have another young woman living in the household with you, she probably was going to manifest and be everything better than the stepmother.
You see the way he's got her picked
And
up,
so
her legs
now
up
she's protecting
off
her
the floor.
son.
Yeah, it shows it a couple times. We'll replay it one more time, and then this is a good listen, you guys. She has a lot of information. She's the one that I've heard first that actually gave the room number. Wasn't it her or was it?
It was
Plunder. Plunder gave the room number because she found it on TikTok. So, but this is a good listen, you guys. She explains it very, very well.
She really does, yeah.
Yeah, and she had quite a bit of information on this. So let's watch just this part again. You could definitely see, I agree with her that he was attacking her to begin with, and she started running, and then he got her and whatever it was that he was doing. All right.
Talk about the emotional, the psychological, the spirit. The mother probably had emotional incest with her son, right?
Oh, God.
And then you're also dealing with, if she was not helping to protect the stepdaughter, she's also responsible, especially if they were minors. So you have that aspect, the father too.
Oh, let's talk about that in a minute, Maggie.
Sorry, can you repeat that, Lee? I was talking to Alec a minute. Can you just repeat?
It's okay. She says that, and I don't remember her saying this, but because I watched this after you sent it to me, and she said that she believes that the mother had psychological incest with her son. You can kind of look through this.
Oh my God!
And see what he looks like. But if you join the Facebook groups, there's plenty of pictures with him out there. He's not a bad looking dude at all. But psychological
incest.
how I take that is that kind of like the dad knowing and then the stepmother knowing that this guy was creeping on her, and they made comments about it or talked inappropriately
But isn't
sexually.
incest with your own blood?
Yes, but being sexually, psychologically, like making it okay to talk about different sexual positions or things, really inappropriate things that you wouldn't talk to your kids about, and making it okay. That's the way I take it. But let's hear what she says again. I encourage you guys to go and listen to her. I think
Yeah, really good.
she's got some
really
really
good show she puts on. It's really good. The way she puts it all together.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this story. Of course, the mother, the stepmom, has vested interest because, just like you said, some things were going on in that home. And sometimes when we talk about the emotional, the psychological, the spirit, the mother probably had emotional incest with her son, right? And then you're also dealing with, if she was not helping to protect the stepdaughter, she's also responsible, especially if they were minors. So you have that aspect, the father too. We don't know what was going on in that household. Also from the video, thank you for sharing that as well. He definitely, probably, I want to say allegedly, was trying to attack her before she ran. So as you can see in the video, he got a hold of her, brought her back, and finished what he started. So what everyone is saying, we can all assume, but it's very clear that the mother, the stepmom, is protecting her son, and she was probably jealous of the stepdaughter, because no matter what age you have another young woman living in the household with you, she probably was going to manifest and be everything better than the stepmother. And so now she's protecting her son, and she doesn't want to be held responsible.
Thank you, Queen Sheba, for letting us use your work. I appreciate that so much. Listen,
Excuse me, Elizabeth, were you asking for the link to come up?
Yeah, come on up. Absolutely.
The more the merrier talking about this.
Oh. Hey, Lunchy.
Hi, Lunchy. I've just seen Ninja as well there. Ninja, I think about the drugs. I think it was proved that there was no drugs involved.
Yeah, with her though, we don't know him yet.
Him. Yeah.
And when he was being talked to by the FBI, we don't know how long that went on. But we know that he was talked to by the FBI because the grandma said she was in. Isn't that weird that the grandma at some point was in with her step grandchild, talking to the FBI? Y'all, something's not right. Something's not right here. And so maybe he kind of either faked a whole storm so that the FBI said, all right, let's get him to the hospital. He's having a mental breakdown, or they wanted to get a mental evaluation right then because to find out what kind of mindset he's in. Now it tells by them releasing him, it doesn't say that he was put in to the hospital. He went in for a medical evaluation, which I would think that would be standard if you're claiming, yes, I have maybe bipolar or tendency of having or raging, rages and things like that. So by them releasing him to a third party tells me that he was not so psycho and out of it, or else they would have kept him in the hospital. No?
Yeah.
Something's not right here, you guys. Something is, but it's the way it always goes with all these. We sit and we figure stuff out, and we're like, we're missing stuff. And then sure enough, a week later, we're like, now this makes sense.
Also,
right here.
He was under a psychiatrist, wasn't he?
Yes. And maybe he wasn't taking medicine. Look, we don't know the deal until we know the deal, right? We don't, I mean, but I also want to be careful not to use mental health as an excuse to go and kill somebody or to harm somebody. Do you see what I'm saying? Or even
He's already
verbally,
harmed her and went down to breakfast,
right?
regardless of what happens afterwards, which could
Yeah,
happen to someone who doesn't suffer mental health. Suddenly it hits them what they've done and they lose the shit.
yeah.
So, you know,
I think we have to be very careful because there are too many times defense attorneys have gotten us so used to hearing, well, this happened because he was already under medical advisement and all this other stuff, and he's bipolar or he's got this wrong, he's this and this is what caused. No, that's not true at all. You're not. If you were that psycho that you were going to kill somebody, you would start thinking about killing your family, and hopefully you'd be locked up. It's the ones that the family doesn't pay attention to what's going on. And oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
oh,
Thank you, Andy. Have a great
take it
day.
easy, Andy.
Oh, Maggie,
Yeah,
let me look something up because I think I found something.
Go on. So I'll read the chat.
Oh, yes.
Lizzo
I think I
says-
found something that's going to make sense and ring bells. Oh, my God.
Oh, go on.
Okay, hold on.
Leggy. So Lizzo says emotional incest is inappropriate sex talk. So
That's
there
what
you
I
go.
thought.
Oh, so that's what you said, didn't you?
Mhm,
Hiya,
mhm.
Beth. God, girl, it's been some time since I spoke to you on here. How are you doing? So Beth said, hey guys, I'm listening while I disinfect the house. Ellie and little Freya are poorly, and I just feel like my house is infected with germs. So just know I'm listening along and love you all. Oh, we love you too, Gail. And we hope Ellie and little Freya pick up soon. Happy cleaning, Gail. Happy cleaning. So we've got Luke P. Tech. Hello, Luke. Welcome into the chat. So, what do you think so far? What's your tuppence worth on this, everyone? It's just it's a bit confusing, isn't it? Who's here and who's what and what's done this and that. But I do believe that it hasn't got anything to do with his mental health. Obviously, he's been okay to sleep the night in the room. I mean, oh my God, the thought of that just gives me the shivers. I couldn't cope. But and then he's gone down to breakfast, and then it's been the poor maid that's discovered it. Oh God help her. You don't think it, do you? Of them types of jobs, what you can entail. Because I was listening to Brian Enton and he was saying it's very normal for people to die on cruise ships, for example, old people. Well,
Yeah, that's what JB was
I never
telling
give
us.
that a fucking thought because
Yeah.
I'm not going on a cruise now. It's totally put me off, Lee. Totally put me off. Why didn't I even think of that? I couldn't sleep in a room that someone's died, and I know I'm never gonna know. But let me tell you, I'll just think it's happened anyway now. So it's not happening. But a young life, 18, and also the amount of arrests that was made from people that were on that cruise ship that had that were on the sex offenders register. Did you know that? They checked them out as well. So it just shows you who you're on cruise ships or anywhere with. Sounds like a very dysfunctional family, it does, Liz. And said he wasn't too mental to run after her, not too mental to strangle her, and not too mental to cover it up and hide the body. Exactly. Exactly. We're all doing okay, Beth. Just plodding on, Gail, doing our shit.
Hi, Beth.
I'd not long woke up and Leanie dragged me out of bed to come on. So I'm here. This is where I am. But I've been looking for updates on this all the time, and I just can't get any new updates at all. JB said, most don't die of murder, but a lot of heart attacks. I believe so, JB. Yeah, I never give that a thought. Why didn't I give that a thought? Because a lot of people do cruises, don't they? A lot of old people, I mean. Oh my God. I mean, I know a few couples in their 80s that go all the time, and they're not in good health. So why haven't I even thought of that?
You know
But
what?
it's just, when you see them chasing her and then dragging her back, you can see her feet off the floor. That's just, I mean, how can they not have? Isn't that evidence enough? They went in that room and they never come back out except he did.
You know what? It must be another one that I was looking at. Yo, I have watched so much true crime on these young people these days and what causes them to kill. And I could have sworn it came out of this one, but I must be wrong. I must be thinking of another one where a kid.
Yeah, JB, so the saying drink too much. Apparently, that was another thing that was brought out.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have alcohol.
Well, they deny it.
So, yeah, so they say. But if they're them types of parents, I know people like that.
Oh, yeah.
Just have a little couple of glasses. You'll be okay.
Yeah,
Just don't
I
let
mean,
anyone see you. Don't let anyone see you drinking.
and I wonder if in international waters, like that part of the international waters, what is the age limit to drink? Now it says Anna.
18.
Well, it says she did not have anything in her system, but that doesn't mean, Mr. Mr. Guy, wasn't sipping drink. Listen, teenagers are going to find what they want to find. We all know that. We were teenagers once and we raised them.
When she went back to the room feeling sick, I thought maybe she's been drinking, but it said she didn't. So, but you don't know. You just don't know. Maybe they've said just have a drink, you'll be fine. Well, she hasn't. Obviously, we know that now. But who's to say that he done what he did and then went and got a drink? He got pissed, and that's how he's flipped his lid. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyone that would like to join in on our regular chatters, please go to Leanie's page and go to the horizontal stream and join in the chat. Those of us in horizontal can't see you chatting here. There you go. Come on over here.
Yeah, go to the YouTube page and just join in there, and then you could see everybody. I'm sorry to be so confused.
Mustn't they? We're not ignoring anyone over there. We just can't see you unless you're in this
we can. It's been proven we can see them, but if one of them's
we see them, where are they?
If one of them's in StreamYard and somebody else is over at the YouTube page, then they can't see each other. So, anyways, this is what worries me, and this is what aggravates me. And Maggie and I have talked about this, that we follow these cases. We deep dive these cases. We're totally invested, which makes my husband laugh every time I say it. In these cases, he's like, oh, you're invested. I'm like, yes, invested. But, and then we come to find out, oh, they're going to take a plea deal. Or, yeah, we're going to charge them as a minor. So you guys can't know anything about this. And so that's why I get weird now. Since that happened with Brian Koberger, I'm like, I'm not watching it until it's over with, and then I will just binge it and figure stuff out, because y'all, I'm going to be devastated knowing everything that we know now about this. And if he's not tried as an adult in Florida, then we aren't going to know anything about it. We know the feds do not they don't go for the death penalty. And we know that because Goncalves was on Nancy Grace last week again, talking about the new shit that's coming out with Koberger not wanting to pay the deal. And and Nancy asked him, she said, why don't you just go with the feds? Won't they prosecute this? And he said, we were given the choice that we could either have the state prosecute it or the feds would prosecute it, right? And he said, but the feds told us that they don't usually go for the death penalty. And he said, we wanted the death penalty, and we believed in the Idaho prosecutor's office. And he said, we messed up. That's all there is to it. So hubby asked me if I watch all these crimes because I have plans. I like watching court cases when it goes to court, and then once it's started in court and I'm interested in it, then I'll deep dive it. I'll go like I think Maggie's the one that told us about that one that was in court, the black lady who was she was dismembered down at the beach or something like that.
Oh,
We were talking about it, and
yeah.
it was in court. And I
Yeah.
went and watched it in court, and I was like, oh, this is good. So then I had to deep dive it, right, to find out what was going on. So, but what worries me is there's so many things out there, and you get so like, all right, what's going on here? What's going on? And you find out so much stuff, and then all of a sudden, hush. Like, how many people have you guys seen missing? I think, you know who I think about all the time, Maggie? Do you guys remember Chelsea Grimm?
No.
Was it 2 years ago that Chelsea Grimm went missing?
Give me a minute, guys. I've got to let the dog out.
Okay. Chelsea Grimm, she was they lived in California. Her parents, her cousin was getting married on the East Coast, and she was going to fly with her parents out to the wedding. Well, for whatever reason, she decided not to fly. She told her parents that she was going to drive, and she had just gotten a new pet iguana or something weird like that, and she was taking the pet with her, and she started driving, and she went missing, I think, in the Arizona desert or whatever, and she was clearly having some kind of mental something going on, because there's footage of her talking. She's in front of a graveyard, and she's a photographer, and she told her parents she wanted to drive because she wanted to stop a couple places and take pictures, and also meet up with one of her friends that didn't live in the same state. And anyways, make a long story short, she ended up missing. She got as far, I think, into Arizona, and bam, it stopped. There's nothing else you hear on it. And I still check in to see. They've got a Facebook page on it. I don't think she's alive, because I think she was definitely having a mental breakdown, and but nothing's been found. And her parents were just fucking weird, if you ask me. It's
Who's this
almost,
lady?
her name is Chelsea Grimm, Grimm. And I think she went missing like 2 years ago, maybe last year, early last year, but her name is Chelsea Grimm, and you never hear anything anymore
Is
because
she a child or?
no, she's a young adult, and she was clearly having a mental breakdown on the road, and you never hear anything about it anymore. And then what about that other guy? I forget his name. I can't even remember it, to go and research and find out if they have found anything. The guy who was coming home late one night, and he was in the country and driving, down the country road in the cornfields, and his parents were watching his location. That's how they were able to find the car, and it was freezing, and they found all of his clothes on the ground. So they think he had gotten hypothermia, because when you get hypothermia, you throw, you think you're really, really hot, so you take your clothes off and you're even colder, but his body was never found. And so I always wonder about
So many, isn't there?
why we don't hear from him anymore,
Yeah.
So that's why I like to join the Facebook groups, because if there's anything new that comes out, then, you could see it. And like the murder house right across the street from where my daughter lives. Y'all, the house has been
Oh my
sold.
God, yeah, it's been
There
sold. So I
is,
told
there's
Lena go over
nothing.
and video it.
There's nothing. They didn't open like a Facebook group of it. I keep going to her kids' Facebooks, personal Facebooks, and
And they never ever
uh,
found the words in it.
nobody knows anything. So on the date of her death and the date of her birthday, her kids will post something because they have nothing. So many people like that.
And I heard as well, early hours when I'm listening to YouTube, Summer Wells. Don't know about how many of you are up on that one. I know JB is. Fred said last year they found bones and underneath some bridge or something. Don't know whether it was adult bones or child's bones, whatever. But there's been nothing mentioned about that since. He said it was definitely said it was bones found.
But
And
was
they
it
were
animal
human.
bones or
No,
was it human bones? Hi, Leah,
human. And he
Kevin.
said nothing has
Welcome.
been. He's heard nothing about it since. So is this all connected with what's gone on with this raid of a house or whatever? I don't know.
I
That's another
don't
thing.
know.
I don't think that girl's alive.
I don't either. I'm well, Leah, Kevin. Thank you for, is this Leah or Kevin? Thanksgiving is tomorrow. It is tomorrow. We're
What
in
is it
Thanksgiving.
tomorrow?
Yeah,
Oh,
Thursday.
Lena, you must be
Thanksgiving.
up the ball. Are you holding the Thanksgiving in your house?
Girl, no.
Where are
Going to
you
my
going?
kids' house. I go to my second oldest daughter's house for Thanksgiving.
I
Thank
want to
God.
come to Thanksgiving. I can't.
I
Come.
wish you would come to Thanksgiving. You would have so much fun.
I've
Leah, it's
just
good to meet
seen.
you. You're from Ohio. You're my neighbor. I'm in Indiana, and Maggie is
Hi,
in
Leah.
Liverpool.
Is that
Mm,
Leah? It is, isn't it, Leah?
yes, it's Leah.
Leah. MJD. So you're putting a UFO. Is our Peggy here? I haven't seen Peggy. I came across a UFO Airbnb. I thought, so I've got to let Peggy see that. So I posted it to Peggy.
Ann says Chelsea Grimm had run out of gas and the vehicle had two flat tires. Chelsea was last seen in Williams back in September 28th, 2023. Yeah. And if you go and you listen, there were many, not many, but there was a good couple people that saw her, and plus the video of the police officer that that went out to check on her because she was sitting in front of the cemetery, and he went and somebody called and said there was a car out there for a while, and he went to go and do a welfare check there. He had a whole, thank you, Leah, we appreciate that. And welcome.
Thanks, Leah.
Get all kind of comfy, girl. And so there's the police body cam. He was very, very kind to her, but you could just tell looking at the body cam footage, you guys, she was having a mental breakdown of some sort. And then where her car was found, there is an interview with a guy who was there was actually three guys in a truck who were interviewed who passed the car not once, but twice. And I think the flat tires happened after they saw her the first time, and she was already parked there. Just letting you know. I love me some country music too, girl. Thank you. That's not my real hair. I got curly hair, and that looks like a really young Leanie. I'm a lot older now. Maggie made
JB, I've just sent you the link, love, to where he says it. So if you want to watch it. So I made that picture of Leanie in the cowgirl hat. Very pretty, isn't it? She lovely. I'm 36 years old.
Melody Buzzard, girl. I'm following that too. What is going on, y'all?
Seen a bit of that and I wanted to follow it, but I've got too much going on with this cruise. I can't take it all in.
I'm just watching a little bit of everything, and like when I'm up and moving around and stuff, I have a court case that I usually try to watch uh, at all times. And that's why I got mixed up with this one and another court case that I just watched that had to do with a young person. Oh, y'all, we got to talk about it because he left they found a diary. I just finished watching his court case. They found in his diary, after he killed his victim, he knew that he was a sociopath and a psychopath. And he was writing in his diary the same things that we heard from Brian Koberger's, the papers that were put out, his writings that he would put out when he was young on that one website. And he said that he feels nothing. He doesn't have any feelings. He doesn't feel love or hate or he's just a nobody, just a shell of a person. Well, this last court case that I just watched, they brought that into evidence. That guy wrote the same thing in his diary, that he felt nothing except for rage. And he had to put on a smiley face every time he was around his family and all that, because he didn't want them to know, because he didn't know how to tell his mom that he was a sociopath and hated everybody. I was like, oh. Husband Kevin.
Take it easy, Anne.
All right, Anne, have a good day.
Thanks for coming in.
Happy early birthday to you, Leah and Kevin. Mom, it's freezing. I'm going ballistic. I'm going Baltic. Hubby is coming back from Iran today. Oh, you might
be at the ball, Anne, on your own. Bit of peace.
All right, guys. So the ones I know I'm paying attention to right now is, of course, the Cruz case. The one Jay Badass is talking about. What is her name again? Melody Buzzard. So the Melody Buzzard case I'm following. And then I just try to check in on people that haven't been found. And I don't think I'm ever going to be caught up with the Summer Wells case. But I'm trying to learn more. So maybe I'll be able to, I don't know. I would much rather have those of you that know about that case, like in and out, like be on this panel, and then let me just learn from you guys. Lunch Lady said, I got to get up and get some coffee in my gut. Okay. Well, you know what? I am going to, I'm done. Maggie can close us out or continue chit-chatting with you guys.
No, I've got to go make scouse.
She's got to make some scouse. Every time Lolly comes in, I'm always like, I gotta go. It's not the personal Lolly.
Me too, Lolly. It's not just you. She dragged my ass out of bed.
No, I did not. But anyways, I love you guys. I'm gonna let Maggie close this down. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you guys so much. Maggie, can you put that link that you sent to JB about them finding the bones under the bridge into our Discord? Yeah. I want to look too.
Yeah. No, it's him that says it, because they're doing it, you know, she's a psychic and she's coming out with things, and she says to him, stop me at any point if you know what I'm talking about. You know, if it's true, if you've seen what I'm talking about. I say he stops it and tells her stuff. So that's where he says about the bones. So yeah, I'll send you the link. If anyone else wants it, let me know now and I'll send it to you as soon as I get off here. Well, that's who it is, JB, but it's not about her. It's about what he tells her. It's about the bones. So just listen to what he's got to say. It's not on for long.
Mary Jane, that is great advice. She says there's a lot of people that tried to involve themselves in true crime cases also, so be careful. Don't believe everything you hear. No, that's why for me it just probably would be easier to listen to you guys talk about it, that maybe, I don't know, maybe Lizzo could do a live on it, or Beth or something, and I can go and listen, because Peggy, hello.
Hey, where have you been, Gail?
Because I really would like to learn about it, but if there's not facts, I don't believe it.
Yeah, you gotta
I
be
will
careful.
listen to theories, but that doesn't mean I am going to jump on that theory. And JB says, I know who to believe, and I will tell you the truth. When I had question for JB just the other day, because I was getting some mixed information and mixed feelings about stuff, and I jumped right over to her and I was like, tell me this isn't true. Tell me that's not true, because there are certain people that I know have a different way of thinking and will get me the right information. And I'm not tooting JB's horn. Toot toot. Yes, I am. But she's one of the people who I respect what she has to say about it. So, but y'all know, if I'm not getting facts, I'm just gonna sit here and go, all right, that's y'all's opinion. I gotta figure this out for myself. It's just who I am. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you more than you know. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, or not allowed to say that when Maggie's
Just
here,
a
so we're
thumbs
just
up.
gonna
Just
say,
a thumbs up, guys.
y'all only
Please.
hit the thumbs up when Maggie's on panel. We appreciate you so much for the support, and I will see you next time. I will be back on later today. I don't know what time, and we will be going live to make stuffing together. All
Can
right.
you
Make
message me when you're going live, Gail, in case I'm around?
Yes, make sure your bells are on so I could ring it. All right. All right. I love you guys. I'll let Maggie close us out. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Love you so much. Maggie, youdabomb.com, sister.
Down,
Thank you,
Gail.
mods. Thank you, mods, for everything. We love you. Thanks,
Love
guys.
you, Lee.
Bye.
Bye, love. Bye-bye. So I've got to remove it, haven't I? I love doing that, you know. Get out. Get out. So, yeah, get your bells on. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Does anyone remember that song? I hated it. Hated it. So, I'm going to make scouse. I always seem like I'm making scouse, and I don't. I make it maybe once a fortnight. That's 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, something like that. Because one time I'll do curry scouse, and then I'll do the gravy scouse. And I'm just doing the gravy scouse tonight. That's what I'm doing. And you know why I love doing it? Because I make a big pan rice, and it does a few days. So I'm made up, because then it gets you out of cooking, doesn't it? So tomorrow I can just sit there at dinner time going, oh, I can just twiddle me thumbs. It's only got to be put in the bowls, and that's it. I'm all made up. What is scouse? Lolly, these all call it stew, but we call it scouse. So if you want to go in and look up on Google, why do scousers call stew scouse, where the name came from? Lunchy loves scouse. Well, I opened the Discord yesterday because I thought I haven't spoke to anyone for ages. And we were talking about, I asked Leanie how she made her scouse, and I asked Melly Jo how she made hers. And they do it very much the same, only Leanie, because Leanie has to be different. She throws a tin of tomatoes in hers. Blech. Couldn't be coping with that. Couldn't be coping with that. Yeah, couldn't be coping with it. But you know, my mum used to make it with stew and steak. I make mine with ground beef, you call it, and stew and steak. Or sometimes if I haven't got stew and steak in, I just throw a load of mince in. It all depends. It all depends. But I've got stew and steak, so I'll be sitting there for about half an hour cutting any fat off the stew and steak because I can't cope. And the meat is always 5% fat. I don't use any higher than that. It's been implanted in my brain since I did Slimming World when I lost all my weight years ago. Oh, and by the way, I'm on the Manjaro. I've got nothing to hide. I had a weight problem. I couldn't get it off because I'm very immobile at the minute with me back. It's terrible. I don't think it's ever going to get any better. Well, I know it's not going to get any better. It's going to go worse. But anyway, so I decided to go on the Manjaro. Don't ask how much I'm paying for it because I don't like to say it because it breaks my heart. But at least it's helping me lose weight. So right now, anyone who's in kilograms, I've lost 20 kilograms. And anyone in stone, as in Liz and Beth, I've lost 3 stone. So there you go. So I couldn't tolerate foods at one point, but now I can tolerate it. But I'm just trying to educate myself and say, no, you only need that much. You don't need to carry on. You don't need to carry. So instead of putting a big bowl of stew, I'll have half a bowl of stew. Do you get me? That's what I do. So it's hamburger stew meat and steak meat, no cat meat. Who thinks I'm putting cat meat in, JB? No, the only time I got sick from it, lol, was when I first went on the 10 milligram. I went on it and I swear down, within the first, I'd say 12 hours, I thought, if this is how this 10's making me feel, I won't be staying on it. That only lasted a day. And then it was the best one for me because it totally took my hunger away. I didn't even think of food. But now I'm noticing I'm starting to get hungry where I wasn't. And I've stayed on this now for a few months. So the next one up is the 12 and then the 15. So I might go up on the 12. I'll see how I go. Well done, Maggie. I want to shift my weight, but I won't go exercising in these Baltic temperatures. Well, I just can't anyway, but I would recommend if anyone is struggling with the weight and they can afford to go on this Manjaro, it's the way to go. Oh, I don't get malnutrition. You're joking, aren't you, JB? I'd be made up. If I got that, I'd want someone to take a picture of me because it would only last a week. I'm telling you now, I'll never be drip fed, girl. I'll never be tube fed because I do love my food. Do you know what I mean? But I did lose weight on my own one time. I lost a lot. Where I've lost 3 stone now, I lost 6 stone. I look like I was on death's door. It doesn't do me any favours. I thought I was all right at the time, but when I look back now with photographs, oh God, I look like I was on death's door. So no. What do you mean? I mean supplements, not weight. Oh, okay. I am taking supplements. I'm taking vitamins, as you say, vitamins. So that's it. So if anyone's struggling and you can afford it, get on it, girl. But if you're diabetic, you can get on it for free here. But so I'm not diabetic, thank God. But yeah, just to let you know, if you have got diabetes, you can go on it. So what's that? One of my old college friends is on it and she's lost 5 stone so far. And she's been on it a little while, but she's looking great for it. I have considered it. Honest to God, Beth, people I know have lost loads of weight. I've been on mine since April. So what I've been doing, I've been losing £5 each month up to now. I'm sort of plateauing at the minute. It's getting harder. Do you know what I mean? So I'm grateful for every pound that I lose. So yeah. So there you go. So what was I going to say then? I don't know. I'm waffling on that much. Anyway, it's turned 1 p.m. here in the afternoon. So I need to get my ass down these stairs and get this scouse on. Otherwise, it's not going to be done till tomorrow. And the stew and steak is going to be like rubber. It won't be soft for them to eat. So I need to get that on straight away. Teddy Hutchinson, good to see you, love. Welcome in. But I'm closing the live now. You've missed it all, but you can watch on replay. But please hit the like. So if anyone's in here that's forgot to hit the like, please can you do it now? And I'll be made up. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thanks for coming in. I think it's been a good live. We've had a good gab, haven't we, about that cruise, that poor Anna, what's her name? Anna Kepner. So if anyone hears anything and you've got me on Messenger, let me know, because I'm like a lunatic looking everywhere to see if I can find anything new on it. But I see a lot of that clickbait says it. New evidence come to light, and there's no new evidence come to light at all. Do you know what I mean? I hate that. Can't stand it when they do that clickbait and get me in there and I'm all excited and then there's nothing about it all. Good night, Mel. Have a good sleep, girl. Melly Jo's off to bed. She's in Australia. Yeah, I'm the same, Liz. I ate it. I've got to take all that fat off the meat. I can't cope with it. Oh, I don't like that feeling in your mouth. Oh, it makes me throw up. Horrible. So I'm out of here to go and slave away in the kitchen. Slave away in the kitchen. And make this scouse so I haven't got to do anything tomorrow and I'll be made up. And then in the next few days, I'm going to do chicken curry. That's what I'm going to do. But they wolf that down. That goes down, guys. They love it. Right. I'm going to speak to you all soon. Take care. Love you all. Have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. Bye.
Life is hard and life is wild. It can be sad or full of smiles. And every once in a while, you need a break from the mundane. So come back to see your friend, or she'll wonder where you've been. According to Leanie, she appreciates you and all that you do. You need her, but she needs you, and that's the beauty of according to Leanie. So thank you for your time. You are a friend of mine. I'll be happy to see you again on the next According to Leanie. Be good or be good at it. Until next time, love Leanie, love Leanie, love Leanie. Next time, love Leanie, love Leanie. Life is hard and life is wild. It can be sad or full of smiles. And every once in a while, you need a break from the mundane. So come back to see your friend, or she'll wonder where you've been. According to Leanie, she appreciates you and all that you do. You need her, she needs you, and that's the beauty of According to Leanie. Be good or be good at it. Until next time, love Leanie, love Leanie, love Leanie.